Alright, so today's lesson is going to be about designing a brochure. So before we start designing a brochure, first of all, we need to pick a topic. My topic is going to be Adidas. I'm gonna work on Adidas. I'm going to collect some information inside Wikipedia. So here's Wikipedia. Wikipedia contains all the required information for my brochure. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this information and paste it inside a Word file so that I organize my content. After that, after I have all the information, I'm going to go to Illustrator and open a new document. So I'm going to go File, New, A4, and I'm going to choose a landscape instead of portrait, and I'm going to go for centimeters. So watch out that the number over here is for the width, it's 29.7, so that's almost 30 centimeters. I'm going to click on create and I have my document. So a brochure usually is cut into three different pieces. What I'm going to do is I'm going to split my document into three sections. I'm going to open a box. Here's my box. And the box information is found over here when it comes to the width and to the height. The height is 21 and the width is 10.33. Once we created the new document, we saw that the size of the document was 29.7. This was the size of the document, 29.7. So I need to divide 29.7 by 3. So this has to be 10 centimeters for the width. So the width is 10 centimeters, so that's 10 centimeters. Then I'm going to select the object, click on the keyboard Ctrl C, then Ctrl V to copy and paste. Here's my next one. So I'm gonna color it with a different color so that we can see it. And this, let's go for an orange color so that we can see. And the third box, I'm going to select my green box, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and go for a yellowish color, and that's my third color. Now you can see that there's a section which is outside the border. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click from outside and select the three boxes and push them inwards. So I'm going to push them until all the three boxes fit inside my actual borders. And that way, what I've done is I've split my A4 size into three sections for the brochure. So this is my first page. This is page 1. As numbering goes for the brochure, this is going to be page number 1. So that's page number 1. And this is going to be page number 6. And this is going to be page number 5. So that's page 1, 6, that's 5. And once you do the inside section, they're going to be 2, 3, and 4. So if I copy this to the side, I'm going to click Alt and copy it. So this is my first page. My second page, this is going to be, so this is 2, 3, page 4. So let's place this, Control X, cut, add it on a new layer, Control Shift V, and I'm only going to work with layer 1, which is the front of the brochure. So that's the front of the brochure. Okay, so once that is cleared out, next I'm going to start designing my brochure. Usually on the first page of the brochure, what I need to add a logo. So the requirements, as for the information, I need a logo over here, and I need what is the name of the product. So the requirements are the name of the product and the logo. This is what's required. Optional, you can add an image. So as an option, you can add an image. So that's for the first page. So we have name of the product, we have the logo, and we can add an image. For page 6, the information required is going to be a slogan, so there's a slogan. You can have an optional image, we can have an optional image, and we have contact information. Now the contact information usually is an email address, a phone number, and a website. You can add icons to them, or you can have them without an icons. So the optional part over here is the icons. For page 5, what we need is we need a headline. That's a headline. You can have a subhead, and a body copy. So you have a headline, a subhead, a body copy. That's for the first article. If I want to place the information, this would be, so a headline, example over here, would be history. So history would be the headline. A subhead, if there is a subhead. In this case, there's no subhead. Or if we can go back to the article, we can see in the history we have early days. So early days is my subhead. And then you have body copy. So this is information over here. Now, the way text is actually organized, the organization is going to be so the history is the headline. The headline usually has the size of 16. So this is 16 points. You can see over here. This is 16. And I'm going to choose, let me change the font. Okay, let's go for Arial. So this is Arial bold. This is for my headline. My subhead, this is my subhead. It's going to be 14. So 14 for my subhead. And for my body copy, this is going to be between 11 and 10 points. So 11 is fine. If this is 14, this could be 11, or this could be 12 points. Make sure that you leave a 1 centimeter box from all the edges. So I'm going to select my box, click once, and go for 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. That's my 1 centimeter box. I need to make sure that I'm going to select everything. And that's my 1 centimeter from the top. I need to add 1 centimeter from the side and 1 centimeter from the other side. So I have to drag this until the edge over here. Make sure your text which you're going to place is justified. So in the paragraphs, I'm going to go for select the text and justify it. So that way we have an organization of the text, and then I could copy the rest of the information over here. So I can grab this text box, click Alt, copy this, and paste the rest of the information. Same thing, I need to make sure that there's a 1 centimeter box down there. And in the space over here, I can add an image. So you can grab an image and you can have an image over here. Now for the image, you have two options. You can either have the image on the border, or you can have the image go from one side to the other side. This is up to you. It depends on the actual design. Now this is for page 5. For page 6, so the slogan for Adidas is impossible is nothing. So we go over here, that's the slogan. So impossible is nothing. I'm not going to add an image, so let me take off this part. So I'm going to add this on 2 lines. I need to add quotations for my slogan. Here's a quotation for my slogan. And I'm going to increase my size. So impossible is nothing. For the contact information, just make sure that, let me add a quick, so for the website, let's say www.adidas.com. For the phone number, let's say 00966 054 54. You can add any number. For the email address, adidas at, let's say, stores.com. So as a text size for the address, this has to be, for the contact, this has to be around 11 points. You can spread the information. Or you can have it on 2 lines. It depends on whatever you're working on. Okay. So let's quick fix the colors because I don't want to use those colors. I'm going to import first the logo for Adidas. That's the Adidas logo. So I'm gonna take off logo, add my Adidas logo over here, and I'm going to change my background to white. I'm not gonna add an image. So over here we've got Adidas, and since the logo for the Adidas already has the name, I do not need to add a name. But if it did not have had a name, I had to add the name. So in this case, this is fine. What we can do is we need to change also the information over here. So I can go for a black color, and everything else could be white. And for the middle one, I can go for an off-white grayish color. You can keep the front page design simple, or you can slice it to have a nice effect to it. This is up to you. So I'm gonna select my box, click Alt, drag it to the side, and come over here to the eraser, grab the knife, click Alt so that I can get a straight line, and I'm just going to add few lines to my overall design. So I can go for black, white, black, white, just few strips. I can add those to my overall design. That way, what we've done over here is we designed page 1. It has the name of the product, which is Adidas, and it has the logo on it. If I was talking about something very specific, let's say shoes, so let me show you in case we're working on a product. So in case we have a product, something similar to this, if we decide to add an image, make sure you either clean up the image or the background contains the same color. So let's say this will have to have the same color. In fact, this color is a bit of gray. Okay, so we brought in the same color. If you're gonna have a shoes, or you want to call this a specific name to it, so let's put the logo on the side. That's the name of the product. Let's say this would be this product, I think it's called the Superstar shoes, the original Superstar shoes. So let's go for, again, Arial. That's my font I'm working on. This is going to be narrow. This is going to be original Superstar shoes. And then you can add the Adidas logo over here, or you can add the Adidas logo over here. So it's quite optional where you want to add the logo. It depends on the overall design. In this sense, we can also take off those and just add the logo on top. So that's the Adidas original Superstar shoes. And the design, as you can see, it could change depending on the product we're actually using. So in short, that way we saw how to work on page 1, page 5, and page 6 of the brochure.